A recent UN report showed that the humanitarian crisis in Yemen is going to be deepened by climate change. This report has more details.
A UN report projects an increase in malnutrition and poverty in Yemen if climate action to build resilience is not undertaken. A report released by the United Nations Development Programme stated that, with climate change by 2060, it is projected that a cumulative $93 billion would be lost in gross domestic product and 3.8 million more people would suffer from malnutrition in Yemen. UNDP Yemen resident representative said, "Today climate change is not theoretical. We are already witnessing changing weather patterns in Yemen, and the worst is yet to come. With no action, it is projected that climate change will be responsible for over 121,000 deaths in Yemen by 2060. UNDP's new report outlines how a strategy to build resilience can help to mitigate the projected impacts of climate change in Yemen, to secure a decent future for the next generation in an already fragile context." Yemen has been suffering for years from a humanitarian crisis fueled by extreme poverty, food and water shortages, a cholera epidemic, and disrupted healthcare services. Discussing climate action in Yemen may seem untimely, given these crises, but the country is highly vulnerable to the most dangerous extremes of a changing climate. Water scarcity, heat waves, dust storms, landslides, flash floods, sea level rise, and coastal flooding are expected to increase in Yemen as climate change accelerates. The projected rise in the intensity and frequency of extreme temperatures will exacerbate the heat island effect in urban areas. Meanwhile, Yemeni cities struggle to provide even basic services. It is also essential to look further down the road and assess each city's level of risk, particularly from floods, flash floods, and landslides. Some cities, such as Sana'a, are especially vulnerable because of their dense population and architectural heritage, and Yemen's coastal cities are already suffering from rising sea levels and storm surges.